three. Here we are. That was quick. Well, Jeff, here we are, the two young striplings in the prime of our life.
Absolutely. I love the way you put that. I love the way. That's a good start for any interview.
Particularly a nice chat about joy, Jeff. And as you were saying, you're changing the red nose from your nose to your sweater.
Yes. I spread the red. I don't know whether whether red's a joyful color. It's interesting, isn't it? Red nose. And there's debate about where that came from, the red nose, linking joy. Because clowns, I mean, I'm a clown, not necessarily all joyful. No, they're sad and happy at the same time, I suppose, isn't it? It's not necessarily joyful.
Yes, but Jeff, what is joy to you? What does joy mean to you, Jeff?
I think joy is like a temporary suspension of anxiety. You know, you just you think, oh fuck, you know, what about you're thinking, well, this is recorded, isn't it? You're thinking, what you know, you're thinking about all the world's problems and your problems, and everyone's got them, haven't they? And we've all got our own, you know, like tragedies. And then you sort of forget about it for a moment and you think, wow, you know, life's actually all right. And you keep that for, you know, as long as you can. You keep that going for as long as you can.
Yes.
I think it's when that happens, it's almost like being outside of those obsessive circles of the mind, you know, because the mind tends to go around with the same worries, the same anxieties, and here we're breaking through that. Yeah, and it's like being beyond that. It's sort of being out of your mind. I like the way you say people are a little bit out of their minds.
Yes,
much happier to be out of your mind.
Yes, very nice. Yes, I know. It's sort of breaking through. I also love the a little break from anxiety. No. So, Jeff. So, how important is this to you?
I think I've made it a lifelong mission to discover it. The continuum, because joy, you know, you do, and I'm saying when it's suspension of anxiety, because you do have these moments. You have these moments of breakthroughs, these moments of great joy, and a sense of everything's working out, and there's a flow, and the relationships are working around you. So you have these times, and trying to find something that is constant. You know, you're not just going backwards and forwards between all the negative and positive emotions. Trying to find a stronger input of positive emotions like happiness, like joy, understanding how that works. So that has been, I suppose, what I've been dedicating a lot of my life to. When I gave up religion, I thought I was going to get it in religion. Religion sort of, you know, supposed to, and then Buddhism, and then I did a bit of Buddhism, and that's all about the pursuit of happiness. And then I discovered that the Dalai Lama talks about being a child and laughing a lot, so I went for that. Because
he calls himself a professional laugher, doesn't he?
Yeah, professional laughter, and that childlike aspect, which, you know, I suppose is an important element, isn't it? When you get that sort of sense of not being too self-aware of everything you're doing, not coming down in yourself, and just playing.
Yeah,
that's a key. It's just playing everything.
Which presumably you do a lot of in your clown work, you see.
Yeah, I mean, I think Charlie Chaplin put it absolutely brilliant. He said, in order to truly laugh, you must be able to play with your pain. Now, that's a really deep idea.
Yes.
And it's not, it's recognizing we have pain, and it's not this idea that we completely take everything with pink or rose-tinted glasses. We understand what's out there. We know the pain. We all know it. It's being able to do something other than just staying with that incredible pain and just being and suffering from it. Yeah. It's being able to mold it, play with it, juggle with it, do slapstick with it, talk to it in gibberish. And pain finds it very hard to respond in gibberish because pain wants to insist it's serious. And you just go, and pain just like, whoa, what the fuck? You know? Doesn't know what to do with that. Doesn't know what to do.
Fantastic. So, what would be your top joy tip in that case, Jeff? Or you can have more than one, by the way.
I think trying to find ways of playing with people. People is really important. It's important to surround yourself by people. That's. I mean, in a lot of research in positive psychology, we've seen a lot of talking about loneliness being, and then COVID's been an example of this, where loneliness cut people off, and that's caused a lot of depression, I think. So it's playing with people, laughing with people, and clowning around. And I don't think when I say clowning around, you don't have to be a clown to do that. You have to give yourself permission to do stupid things.
Now, there's someone who comes to mind who who ticks all these boxes and fits all these categories. And I believe they might actually be someone someone you might actually have interacted with from time to time.
Okay.
This might be a bit of a surprise.
All out for surprise. I'll be surprised if technically 3 people can be in the screen for the same time without any blips. One of my favorite all-time people, Joe. Wow. She is my guardian angel, Joe. This woman is my guardian angel.
Oh, Shifra, fantastic. Oh my goodness.
Yes. I decided in the former life we were married. And we have this sort of deep connection, really quite incredible.
presumably one of your top joy tips then for you is to have a decent guardian angel, one who wears smiley scarves.
Absolutely. She reminds me. I mean, so it's interesting you ask about Joe, because I can be a right miserable bastard sometimes, you know. So I then phone up Shifra, and Shifra reminds me that I'm not supposed to be a miserable bastard, and I'm actually meant to be a joy bringer. This is what I believe in, so this is what I should be doing. So she reminds me of that, and we need people in our lives like this. We need situations to remind us, because sometimes we forget. We have temporary sort of amnesia about joy.
Yes. Now, Shifra, is your volume on?
Yes. Yes.
So, because we were just talking about joy tips, and because actually you two have worked together a bit in hospitals, haven't you? Spreading joy.
We start. Jeff, you want to say?
Jeff.
I've been saying lots of stuff, but if you, I think I've overdone my daily word count. Shifra, go for it. Talk about us.
Oh, to talk about us now? We teach medical clown in university in Israel together. He's the master of the clown, the medical clown in Israel. Yes.
That's you, Jeff. That's you.
I am the master of laughter yoga, but he's the master of the medical clown in Israel. Yes, really. And I love to work with Jeff, because always he believes me. If I take the money, he believes me that I give him the money.
A real friend, a true friend.
And always he said, Shifra, it's a few people. It's okay to work. I don't know. I said, yes, to do it. You know.
Yes. Very nice. Very nice. Well, Jeff, I hope it was a pleasant surprise for you, being visited by your guardian angel in this Zoom.
Wonderful, wonderful. The person who you probably know, Joe, that's very well known in the community, is Ute Liemand. Dr. Ute Liemand.
Okay.
Oh, and you don't know. That's a name to know. She's a doctor in Germany. She was living in Israel for a number of years. Yes. And she brought Matan Kataria over to Israel in the beginning.
Yes. What a wonderful world.
Yes, and she introduced me to Shifra, and she said Shifra is going to be, is your guardian angel, and I totally agree, absolutely.
But I like you both. You are Jeff and Jojo. Jeff, Joe. I maybe I'll find another Jeff, or maybe Jeffrey. I don't know.
A lot of British accents for you, Shifra, today.
Yes. Well, it's fantastic because actually, Jeff, this idea, because I was chatting with Shifra, and because I said, no, you're someone I wanted to have a joy conversation with, and this idea of her arriving in the Zoom, this was her idea.
I know very well that I have a lot of ideas in my mind.
Well, fantastic. It's been so wonderful and the delight and the joy, and I'm glad the surprise was a very pleasant, joyful surprise.
Fantastic. And I think she was just checking that I was behaving myself, Joe.
Well, that's what guardian angels are for, partly, isn't it?
But there you go. There you go.
Good, wonderful.
And you're my husband.
Now, was she speaking to you or to me, Jeff?
No idea. But I nod. You nod and you laugh.
How fantastic. Lovely. Thank you both very, very much. See you soon. Thanks,
Joe. Big hugs.
Yeah,
bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.